But I have zero problem believing that Anthony Weiner had a laptop with some very bad things on it.
Well, for sure, he was involved. Look, they were grooming that guy to be some huge politician.
Absolutely.
And then somehow or another, he's sending his dick pictures to young people.
There's definitely, and it's been exposed, I think, by the Epstein thing. There's an entire ecosystem of depravity amongst the ruling elites that people go to great lengths to cover up. This is obvious.
Yes.
So,
and always has.
And always has forever and ever and ever. And it would be absolutely plausible to me that people have died to cover this stuff up, as Jean-Luc Brunel, Jeffrey Epstein, many others.
Yeah.
Maybe Virginia Giuffre, I don't know. But like, there's tons of questionable deaths linked to the Epstein thing. And, by the way, linked to things like the Franklin scandal that happened many years ago. All of the Gary Caradori was an investigator who supposedly had proof of politicians abusing children. Plane goes down with his kid.
Whitewater.
Yeah. Suspicious deaths.
Vince Foster.
Very suspicious death.
I read that book, The Strange Death of Vince Foster.
Very odd.
In the 90s or whenever it was that I got a copy of that.
Well,
I was
the
like,
Clintons,
this is bananas.
He was the governor of Arkansas when they were running drugs out of Mena, Arkansas to fund the Contras.
Barry Seals.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Bill Clinton was the governor of that state. Bill Clinton reads a book called, it's a famous book by Carol Quigley, I believe called Tragedy and Hope, and it's a history of the 20th century or something. It's this compendium. It's Bill Clinton's favorite author. He reads this book, and he's, attends the, Bohemian Grove. He's selected by very wealthy, powerful people to then become a party elder and a leader. And many people believe, myself, is that in order to be selected by that group of people to run for the highest office in the land, they have something on you.
Yeah.
You're to some degree compromised. You've shown willingness to play the game. You've looked the other way, at the very least. Maybe you've engaged, but at the very least, if somebody goes, something's going on in Mena, Arkansas, you go, don't have time for it. And you've shown the willingness to play the game.
Yes.
And so he's the governor of a very small state that isn't Arkansas is a beautiful state and there's whatever. But he's not, he's not like running a huge state. He's not, a well-known politician. He's a very charismatic, very great speaker, great politician, but from a very small state. He's then elevated very quickly to the standard bearer of the Democratic Party after tons of allegations about inappropriate behavior with women, credible allegations of rape from Juanita Broderick, being the governor during that whole Mena, Arkansas thing. It's well known that there are skeletons in the closet.
It's a good guy that's going to play the game for you.
Yeah, and he knows, and he's going to play the game. And his wife is going to play the game.
But doesn't it go all the way back to college? Like, think about Skull and Bones and all these different things.